Dividends. Alam niyo ba guys na may mga kumpanya na galante kung magbigay ng dividends? At kung tutuusin, mas malaki pa yung binibigay na dividends ng mga kumpanyang ito kumpara sa kung ilalagay lamang natin ang ating cash sa mga savings account or time deposit account. May mga publicly listed companies na quarterly, semi-annual, or annually kung magbigay ng kanilang dividends. Pero, meron din namang hindi nagbibigay ng dividends. Yan ang ating pag-uusapan sa video ito. Please watch this video. Hello guys! My name is Peter and welcome to our YouTube channel. Previously, we have discussed about PE ratio and PB ratio. Please watch that video because PE ratio and PB ratio are valuation measures we use to determine whether the current price of a company is undervalued, fairly valued, or overvalued. And it also gives us the current value or the intrinsic value of the company. I will put the link of that video in the description box para madali nyo siyang mahanap. In today's video naman, we will discuss about other factors to consider before making your investment, specifically focusing on dividends. Dividend, by its definition, taken from www.investopedia.com, is a token reward paid to the shareholders for their investment in a company's equity. Dividend is a reward given to a shareholder for buying and holding a particular stock. It is something of value na ibinibigay sa mga shareholders for buying and holding a stock or shares of a publicly listed company. And it usually originates from the company's net profits. Companies can also issue non-recurring special dividends either individually or in addition to a scheduled dividend. Some companies also issue non-recurring special dividends on top of the regular dividends they are giving to their shareholders. So it will come as an additional income for the shareholders. Later on, we will give some examples of companies giving special dividends. Two common types of dividends are cash and stocks or additional shares. Tumingin tayo ng mga kumpanya na nagbibigay ng mga dividends. Pumunta lamang tayo sa ating broker at i-check natin yung dividend history ng mga kumpanya. At ito yung mga nakita kong nagbibigay ng dividend quarterly. Halimbawa, si BDO. Makikita natin dito that on 2019 ay 4 na beses siyang nagbigay ng dividend at 0.3 pesos per share. Ganon din on 2018 at on 2017. At iba pang halimbawa ng mga kumpanyang nagbibigay quarterly ay si Globe, ayan, na noong 2019 ay nagbigay ng 22.75 pesos per share quarterly. Ganon din sa Security Bank na quarterly nagbigay. At si SMC naman ni Ramon Ang na noong 2019 ay nagbigay ng 0.35 pesos per share. May ibang kumpanya naman na annually lang kung magbigay ng dividend. Halimbawa niyan is si MEG. Na noong 2019 ay nagbigay ng 0.0747 pesos per share na dividend sa kanilang mga shareholders. At ang iba pa ay si FGen at si AP. So ang gawin nyo guys, i-check nyo lang sa inyong broker kung anong mga kumpanya ang madalas magbigay ng dividend. Kasi magkakaiba yan. May mga kumpanya na quarterly magbigay, meron ding annually, at meron ding hindi talaga nagbibigay ng dividend or bihira lang kung magbigay. Tulad halimbawa ni Double Dragon, kung i-check natin siya, isang beses pa lang siyang nagbigay ng dividend at yun ay noong 2015. Isa pa example, si CHP na ngayong 2020 lamang nagbigay ng dividend. Ngayon naman, papakita ko sa inyo ang isang example ng kumpanya na nagbibigay ng mas malaking dividend kumpara sa kung ilalagay natin ang ating cash sa isang savings account or time deposit. Ang halimbawa niyan is si Globe. Noong 2019, nagbigay siya ng 22.75 pesos per share, 4 na beses. So kung i-compute natin, ang magiging annual dividend mo per share is 22.75 times 4. Dahil 4 na beses silang nagbigay on 2019, which is 91 pesos per share. Then divide lang natin sa kung magkano mo siya nabili. Ipagpalagay na lang natin na nabili mo siya at the beginning of 2019 on January 2 at this level at the price of 1,900 in this candle here. So your dividend yield would have become 91 divided by 1,900 times 100%. So that would be 4.78%. That means if you have invested 10,000 for Globe at the beginning of 2019, then you would have get, so compute natin, 10,000 multiplied by 4.78%, which is 0.0478. 478 pesos added income. And if you have invested more than 10,000, say for example, 100,000 for Globe, then multiply natin by 4.78%, 0.0478. Then your dividend on that year would have become 4,780. And this amount is way above than what we are getting for putting our cash in a savings account or time deposit. Ngayon guys, baka isipin natin na mas mainam bumili ng mga stocks na nagbibigay ng dividend on a quarterly basis kumpara doon sa mga kumpanya nagbibigay annually. Which is wrong because may mga kumpanya na kahit isang beses lang magbigay sa isang taon ay mas malaki pa rin yung kanyang dividend na ibinibigay kapag ikinumpute na natin ang dividend yield. I will make a follow-up video about dividend yield para mas maintindihan natin kung sino sa mga publicly listed companies ang talagang malaki kung magbigay ng dividend. So, abangan natin yan guys. Please share your thoughts and suggestions in the comment section below. And remember, sharing is caring. Kung meron po kayong natutuhan sa video nito and you think it would also help other people na interesado mag-invest sa stock market, please share this video. And don't forget to click the subscribe button and notification bell below para lagi po kayong updated sa mga susunod na video. Thank you guys for watching. God bless.